Hello, my lovely little souls out there. It is I, Rikuhen, the Lich, and it is a Saturday, and I've got a story to tell you. In 1977, there was this movie that came out. No, I'm not talking about that one. The movie was called Smokey and the Bandit. It's about two guys driving from Atlanta, Georgia to Texarkana, Texas, picking up 400 cases of beer, Coors to be specific, and driving back to Atlanta. Now, they had to do this in 28 hours, which means that they were breaking every speed law imaginable. And on top of that, in 1977, because of the way that Coors was made, you had to use specialized refrigerated trucks, which were very rare at that time. And so there was basically a lot of laws passed that being transported past certain states was illegal. You basically had to, you could probably do permits or things like that to bypass those. But if you didn't have those permits, um, yeah, transporting cores at certain states, in this case Texas, um, was illegal. It was considered bootlegging, which was basically a term back to Prohibition times. And so these guys were again not only breaking every speed law in order to get to and from it, to and from Texas, from Georgia to Texas and back, Texarkana. So it's right on it's literally on the edge of the Texas and Arkansas border. There's actually a Texarkana, Texas, and a Texarkana, Arkansas. That tells you where the line goes right through the middle of town, basically. Um, so they had to go to the Texas side, pick up the cores, the furthest east it could go, and take it back. So you're breaking all sorts of speed laws, and you're also bootlegging. So take their truck, but they don't just take the truck. They have a car that goes and kind of distracts the police from the truck. The car is going to race around and keep be the decoy, keep the police from looking at the truck, especially on its way back. You don't want to stop the truck. The truck's going to be breaking speed limits as it is itself. You don't want a cop coming by and getting up and stopping the truck and then deciding to look in the cargo, in the trailer. It's a big 18-wheeler semi, right? So you got the trailer back there, full of cores, which should not be east of Texas. That car was that movie happened to be the second highest grossing movie of 1977, second only to a little space film. And I saw that film way too young. Way too young. With the advent of, I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw the space movie in the theater in 1977. Pretty much the only time I went to the theater that I can recall, especially that year, if any year. So I didn't see it when it came out. I saw the movie when it was released on VHS tape, which is what we had before DVDs and before the streaming services that are available now. So we rented, even more so, we rented a movie, and we watched the movie, and I fell in love with the car. For anybody who's not familiar with the movie, here's the car. Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Ever since that movie came out, I wanted one. But my parents didn't make enough money to buy one. I never made money to buy one. And I still have never made enough money to have ever been able to afford one. And then GM did the wonderful service of discontinuing the Pontiac brand altogether with Pontiac Trans Am in its latest iteration. Slowly crawling back to this, but they'd undergone this car had undergone a massive redesign change, completely different car. In the 1980s, when the TV show Knight Rider came out. But this and even this is kind of a, I don't know, maybe even certainly second generation, maybe even third generation upgrade from the original Firebird design back in the 60s. Basically the Pontiac Firebird and the Chevrolet Camaro were pretty much, sister cars. And to the point where back in the 60s, they looked like twins. They're pretty much the same car. They're just, different branding and stuff. They diverged quite a bit um, during the 70s and 80s. Started to kind of come back to looking very similar to each other just before Pontiac went out together, and then Camaro got another complete redesign. Um, but in the 80s, Trans Am got the Firebird got a real radical, redesign. Looks nothing like this. To the point where I didn't even believe, they're calling this car, the kit was, calling it a Trans Am, and it's like, it looks nothing like this. Why? How can this possibly be a Trans Am when it looks nothing like this? This is a Trans Am. So, but thanks to, and this is part of the reason why I got the game, thanks to Forza, um, they have put the Trans Am in the game. So I bought it. With what little winnings I was winning from the first session of this thing, I happened to, hey, would you like to buy a car from the auto show? And I went through there and I was like, I wonder if they've got the Trans Am. They've got the Trans Am. So I bought it. So we're going to go out driving with it. I drove around with it a little bit, and uh, the one thing about the Trans Am is as per the movie, when when the bandit is basically saying, I need a car to kind of be a decoy, a blocker. He says a speedy car, and or handing out money. He's like, speedier than that. This is definitely a speedy car. Um, I'm finding I drove it around a little bit. The handling is not great, so got to figure out how to maybe upgrade the handling because it's a little wonky. It's not as fluid as what the movie shows. So the way Bandit was driving in the movie with the kind of handling that the game is displaying here, he would have done nothing but spin outs the entire time and would have easily been captured by the cops. So I'm gonna modify this thing. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, what I need to do is remember how to get into my maps here. Because what I want to do is I want to just get on the freeway here. And drive around everything. So let's see. How do we zoom in here? Okay. What is this? Is this a tunnel? Is that a tunnel that goes underneath? Ooh. Ew. Okay. Okay. Yes. I'm already starting to get a serious amount of speed here.
In 400 yards, turn left.
But the steering is not where it needs to be here.
Turn left. In 400 yards, turn left.
Play a little bit of chicken here.
Turn left.
Yep. Got anything about the handling? Not great. And I'm already spinning. Yeah, see, I'm already spinning out. I need to modify the front end of this thing. I already broke my car.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Woo!
In 100 yards, turn left.
Let's see. Give me on the. Oh, it won't.
Recalculating. Recalculating
Puts
route.
me on the wrong part of the freeway.
Turn sharp right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn sharp right.
I can get back to where I was.
Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn sharp right.
Woo! Whoosh! Alright, wait a minute. Is this that tunnel? Whoop! That's not what I want. Back. That's the tunnel. Yeah. Let's do this. We'll just go this way. Clockwise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get out of my way.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yep. Now, we're gonna go. Wah. Oh, see this handling, this car's handling is not, wants to fishtail and everything. Don't you dare. I'm gonna get outside and just do a lap or two around the countryside here. At least one lap. And then we'll switch cars and go into the racing. Wow. Okay. The bridge. All right. I don't think I want to be here. to be here. How'd I get here? No. How did I get here? Went straight. How did I get here? Hmm.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn sharp right.
Yeah. Deacon Blues. Get out to the countryside here. Thread a needle. Ah.
You have arrived at your destination.
Banged up my car. This is what the Trans Am was for. Open road. Speed. Woo! About 30 miles an hour. Red lighting it. Got a race course on this freeway here. Whoa, what are you doing? Block. What is with the stock cars here, man? God. Just get a nice good view of the entire map here. Yeah. Whoa.
Alright, there's a rumor of a very rare abandoned BMW nearby. Check the clue.
I'll deal with that later. Whoops. I'm talking about the handling isn't great. Really wants to fishtail on me. Big old bus coming up. It's not gonna be good. Oops. Too soon. Ah. Oh, it's raining now. Yay. Oops. Gotcha. Too fast. I'm getting into the city, it's gonna get hairy. Should be coming that tunnel. Maybe not. Okay. Let's see. How do I get to what's your face's house?
Turn right.
Right through the Imperial Palace here.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Do that with our better handling. Not in the rain.
Turn right.
Hey, you guys driving on the wrong side of the road.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Brakes. Brakes are a thing. Okay.